I'm not sure what you can see, but I had picked up a fender for my 2003 Honda Pilot, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up and see if I can get we'll see how well it comes out. But I just want to clean it up a little bit, get all that dust off of it, you know. Yeah, it seems like that stuff is on there pretty good, whatever this stuff is. Seems like it's on there pretty good, so I don't have to worry about it way too much. I thought I could test it and see if it'll mess it all up, you know. But we're gonna end up primering it today. Hopefully get a shot of primer on it and wet sand it. Get it all prepped so we can paint it all red, like the car. Anyway. See how this comes out. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, it's a fender for the passenger side of an '03 Honda Pilot. We're gonna see if we can clean it up and get it prepped for paint. I'm gonna put a nice red paint job on it to match my red car. I'm just trying to make sure I get all the oils and all the goo off of it. As you can see, there's some oil right there, so that way my primer will stick. Anyway, shake this up for a little bit. Yeah, we're not working on the Beetle today. Been planning it out. I've been trying to decide what color I want to paint it and things like that. Because I don't think I'm going to go with white. I think might end up doing something different. I originally was going to do white, but I think I'm going to end up doing something different on that car. So for now, I'm going to play with the Honda and see if I can get her cleaned up a little bit. Now this car is just a driver, so I'm not, I want it to look nice, but I'm not going to go absolutely crazy with it, you know. But anyway, see how this comes out. Now the reason why you do this is to fill all the nooks and crannies. This is actually filler primer, see? And you just do that to fill all the little nooks and crannies so you can get all the little chips out. I noticed some chips when I got it. And nothing comes out perfect, you know. There's no such thing as a perfect panel. But you can make it look near that as you take your time and do it right. And you don't have to do a perfect job on primer. You're just trying to fill in all the nooks and cranny, really. All the imperfection is what I'm trying to do. And this is, I believe it's high build too. Not sure. I think it's probably just primer, but anyway. I use it normally to fill in all the imperfections when I do the Bondo work, but I try to lay away from Bondo a bit on the Beetle. I'm going to try just to pound out panels on the Beetle and get it done right, you know. But this way, I don't have to pound out the old fender. I don't even think I can get that thing pounded out. That thing is just beat the living crud out of. So, I'm going to shoot. But anyway, what I'm trying to do is just work all this in so that way when I do a nice set of sandpaper. Nice thing of sand. It'll get rid of all my imperfections and all that from them shipping it and they getting beat up from shipping. And then that way, when it's all done, it's a nice little car. And I'm gonna get the exact same red that Honda had. That Red Rock Pearl, that's the color. Now this is the exact same stuff that I usually spray over Bondo. And then I'll sand it down and then spray more of this stuff and then sand it down. It just helps me get all the imperfection out of the panel. This panel is not going to be that bad because this panel is brand new. It's just there's some little fine nicks and stuff from when they shipped it. So I want to make sure that this panel is completely flat before I lay my paint on it. Of course the wind had to pick up, so let me let that chill out first. So I don't get an overspray everywhere. Anyway. And then that's basically it. I mean, I know it looks, I should say crap. But anyway, that's basically it right there. And we're going to put that on our 03 Pilot once I get done with cleaning it up and putting the red on it, stuff like that. I'm hoping that I can get the red paint for it and everything so it'll look good. But anyway, it'll have a nice fine red on it once I get done. I'm just out here letting the boys play and stuff like that. Now, if you guys ever in doubt, I'll show you something over here. A lot of these cars today, there's webs, spider webs everywhere. A lot of these cars today, this is the car that we're going to be putting that fender on. If you look down right here, they put their color codes in the door. See? And you can look that up on the, you can Google that number. And most of the time, it'll give you the color of that car. And it'll give you different references where you can purchase that paint. You know? And I actually discovered that. So, if you go to your door, sometimes they're underneath the hood. And you find the color of your car. And most newer cars, they have it like that. And I found a place called scratchwizard.com, and they had a lot of the products to touch up your cars and things like that. Okay, we're going to be block sanding this thing now. And hopefully you guys can see, we're going to be block sanding all this old fender here. And we're going to be getting it ready for paint. What I decided to do was I decided to go ahead and wet sand it. I'm not going to spray the red on it. I'm going to get it on the car before I do the red on it. That way we can line the door up, the door gap and everything else. And then I can get the details onto the door. Because I just noticed that this has this one detail where if you look at it, it comes up like this and then it's going flat like this, you know. And so my door, it's completely rounded. There's none of this part here. So that's not going to work for me if it's not going to be the same. So I got to put it on and try to get that detail into that door. Let's get the dirt off of here. Okay, let me get this pad here sprayed. And then that's the color it's gonna be. That's actually a piece off of my bumper. I gotta probably gonna have to put another bumper in the car too. Anyway, as you can see, I'll be cleaning this all the way up. Anyway, you guys see, you get the idea of what I'm doing here. Alright. I just keep cleaning this up. Yeah, I gotta get me a camera stand or something. Anyway. That's the idea. Alright, as you can see, it's all smoothed out. It's got some residue left over from west sanding it. Here's some high spots right here. And I sanded a little too far in some cases. But that's okay, because it's got that black protected stuff underneath, so it'll be okay. But yeah, but here's the car. We're gonna mount it to this car. And I had to pull that piece out of the bumper right here, and then I gotta get all the other parts to where it'll mount up. I found some of the brackets. Well, I found out Honda has only limited amount of sections to hold it, so that explains why the fender actually folded back. So anyway, I'm gonna pop that one off. I'll pop this one down here off, and we'll get it all going. Alright? Alright, see how it goes. See you guys later. So anyway, I'm back. I end up installing it, and as you can see, this is why I decided not to go ahead and paint it yet. Look at that gap. The gap seems okay, but the problem is this panel, if you look closely like this, it needs to be pulled out a little bit more. That's what I discovered, because I was trying to line it all up and it wasn't lining up. And then you notice the detail right there. Look at the detail in that line. Hold on, let me put my drink down. The detail in that line right there, straight down the fender, that detail is not there at the end. So what I need to do is pull that panel out and get that detail in there. The details, you know, that's the big key in bodyboard. But yeah, and then if you look right here, look at it at that angle. See how far off that panel is still? Yeah, that panel is way off. And then up here, I gotta get this fender somehow to pull out. I think I may have to add some spacers behind this to get this panel out up on top. Let's see, it lines up on the bottom. It lines up real nice on the bottom. Okay, now this part, the reason why it looks like that is because the trim's missing on this thing. I gotta get the trim on there. That's the only reason why that looks good. Once the trim's on there, that'll line up. It lines up just fine here. That right there needs to come out a little bit. So I think I'm gonna end up getting this top half lined up and the bottom half lined up, and then pull the panel out in the middle. I think that's the only way I'm gonna be able to get it right. You know. But anyway, it's coming along. I think it's gonna look better, right? In fact, if you look at the car now, it looks better than it used to. That's for sure. That looks a lot better than it used to. Let me check out my hood cap. I didn't even look at that. Let's go ahead and close it and see what my hood cap looks like. Oh yeah. Nice cap along the hood line. That's a really nice gap along with his line, but the fender needs to come up. It needs to come out right there a little bit, and it needs to come up right here a little bit. So somehow I gotta space it out to get it up. So yeah, it's gonna take some shimmy. Anyway, that would be nice. We'll get it. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.